Welcome back, everyone, to AHSAA TV Weekly. We are now joined by Ramsay head football coach Ronnie Jackson. Welcome to the program, Coach Jackson.
Hey, glad to be here.
Well, Coach, we've got you here because you've got a big Thursday night matchup this week against Wenonah. Tell us a little bit about this matchup and what you've told your team going into this game.
I think it's going to be a great game for our students, for our players. Wenonah's coming off a really good season. They have a really good coach. They've been mentally, physically getting prepared for us. And I try to tell our guys the same thing we say every game. Every team's going to give us their best shot. So we got to try our best not to look over any team, and kind of show up and play football.
Well, Coach, this is a big game, big spotlight on Birmingham football, going to be played at Legion Field and then going to be televised there on Thursday night. So what does it mean just to the city of Birmingham and those football teams in the city?
Yeah, I think just overall the level of play for Birmingham City Schools, their teams are really doing a phenomenal job. Shout out to our AD. We have some good coaches in place. I think it's going to be really big for the city to have going to represent them later on in the playoffs, we hope and pray. And I think it's going to be really.
Well, Coach, there at Ramsay, you are the defending Class 5A state champions, and so far you've had one of the toughest schedules in the state. So how do you assess your team at this point in the season?
I think our guys took their team shot. I feel real confident going forward. Our guys, again, every loss that we had, it was a lesson from it. And I just think our guys are learning how to play Ramsay football.
All right, Coach, so for this big game of the week coming up, tell the viewers some names of players that they need to be looking out for.
Oh, yeah, we have a great dynamic of kids, especially our seniors, led by QB Reese, is a phenomenal linebacker that we have in the middle. We also have Markel Anderson. Right now, he's leading the state in tackles. We also have DeMarcus Wynn, who's our defensive lineman. In the back end of our defense, you have O'Connor and Fletcher. Those guys are really fast guys, and they don't let the ball get behind them. And offensive side, up front, we have Lance Johnson, and we have Ryan Reese. They're very line. We have our quarterback, Cam King, has been real play for us this year. And, of course, our running back, Ashton Ashford, who had those 5 touchdowns last year in the state championship game. He's doing his thing again this year. And then as far as our receiving core, we have Christian Stinson and Jacob Andrews and Jaquil Malone. So we have a dynamic group of kids, and I expect them to play really well in the second half.
Well, Coach, before I let you go, I've got to throw it back to last year, right after you had won the 5A state championship game. I had the honor and privilege to get to interview you on the field, and you were overcome with emotion and just gratitude. And it was a really special moment that I remember. So talk a little bit about how special coaching is to you, and especially coaching those guys there at Ramsay.
Again, last year was phenomenal. To win the state championship in your second year as a head football coach, all due respect to just everybody who's put the work in. Just so thankful for our coaching staff. But for a specific player, who's my head football coach at Parker High School, the way we go all the way from the days he was at Parker, to see his face, really just kind of, I couldn't hold the tears back, because he's had a lot of history in this system for coaching over 40 years. And for him to finally win that state championship, it meant the world to me. So I tried to hold those tears back, man, but they came on out. And I was just happy for Ramsay, our whole program, and all of our kids. So I tried to hold it back, but I couldn't.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, because that's what's really special about high school football, especially here in the state of Alabama. But Coach Jackson, we thank you so much for taking the time out to join us today, and we wish you the best of luck in this week's game of the week.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And we'll be right back after this on AHSAA TV Weekly.